Teach your dog to give their paw. Start by placing a cookie under a jar top or something similar. Then hold the jar top down with your fingers so that your dog isn't able to flip it over to get to the cookie. Most dogs will start initially with their nose, but will very quickly bring their paw into the picture. So as soon as they either lift their paw or touch their paw to the top, mark and reward by allowing them to get the cookie that was underneath the top. You want to continue like this, replacing a cookie under the top each time and keeping your fingers in the picture. Marking and rewarding when their paw is in the vicinity of the top, and eventually touching it. If you think they are going to have any trouble with this step, make sure you are marking and rewarding for any movement of the paw, even if it's not directly touching the top yet. You can also move the top around a bit to make it more engaging and encourage more interaction. Continue to this step until you are very easily getting a paw to that top each and every time you place the top on the ground. Once this step is very easy for your dog, you can start to move the top around a bit to different spots on the floor to increase fluency of the behavior. Then it's time to add your cue. Start by presenting your object, saying the cue, and then marking and rewarding for the paw behavior. Still with that cookie from underneath the top. When that is going well, you want to start to say the cue earlier before you've ever presented the object. Continue this for several reps. Then we want to start to bring your hand into the picture. You're still going to place the top on top of a cookie, but instead of having your hand off to the side, you're going to place your open palm directly on top of the top, still utilizing that same paw cue, and marking and rewarding for the paw landing in your hand, or very close approximations. Continue with this exact step for several reps until it's easy for your dog. Then it's time to take the top out of the picture completely. Place a cookie on the ground, then put your open palm on top of the cookie as you did initially with the top. Give your paw cue, marking for the paw hitting your hand, then lift your hand to reward with the cookie on the ground. The second to last step is to stop placing the cookie on the ground and have the cookie off to the side instead. Still marking and rewarding for that paw hitting your hand on cue. Initially beginning with your hand still flat on the ground to make things easy. And the very last step is to slowly lift your hand from the ground and generalize to various hand positions.